The idea behind Business at its Best is to give you useful information to put into practice in your company. There's no better way than to learn from those who have been there and done that. Today on Business Solutions, Dan Long with Price Associates leads John Davis with Dowdy's Automotive from challenge to opportunity and solution. Thank you both for being with us today.
It's great to be here.
So tell me a little bit about the challenge. Where do we start?
Well, very interesting about automotive service business, and I didn't realize an automotive shop services an area of about 3 miles. Okay, that's kind of the reach, and he's over in Southeast Boise. And what are some of the things that's happened in Southeast Boise economically?
Well, Dan, good question. I don't think it'd be any surprise to anyone that Southeast Boise has really had some challenges the last year or two. We look at the significant number of technology jobs that have been lost, a lot of high-paying managerial and technical positions have gone out of that community. So, real tough challenges.
For example, Micron and all the people that feed off of Micron.
Correct.
Albertson's headquarters, those are all people that work there that drove by his business, right? So,
yep.
So there's a challenge, right? And there's not anything you're going to do about that other than what did you do?
Well, I think in that type of environment, our biggest challenge the last couple of years is how do we manage in a shrinking marketplace, shrinking payroll, to some extent even shrinking household counts.
Yes.
You've really got to be more visible than anyone else in your community. You've got to be more accessible, and certainly you've got to be more affordable than anyone else in the market.
So what did you do for your visibility?
Well, visibility, it's not enough just to be visible from the storefront perspective. We did all of those things. We made an older, 40-plus-year-old building look new. We've made it look professional, but you've also got to be accessible electronically in this day and age.
Okay, good. I like that.
In our example, the internet plays a big part in how people decide where they're going to have their automobile repaired or serviced.
And he was telling me that he had a website built, and he was one of the top 10 in the nation of independent websites. What is that website address? That would be a great thing for people to look at.
Yeah, if the community wants to go out and look at it, it's DOWDYSauto.com.
Mm-hmm.
And just recently, one of the top 10 independent repair facility websites in the country.
Nice. And what have you done to make it more affordability?
Well, from an affordability perspective, number one is you need to have the best diagnostic tools in the industry, and you have to have very well-trained technicians so that you're fixing what needs to be repaired or maintained on that vehicle at appropriate intervals.
Yeah.
And how are we doing at this point when we've implemented these solutions to the challenge, and you've been doing it for how long now, and is it working?
Well, I think that over the last 2.5 years, very tough environment. You look at a lot of businesses in the valley, down 20-40%, not unusual.
Yeah.
Our business is up this year.
That's good.
And
good.
We've held steady.
Yeah, and you know what? So the ground conditions determine your tactics. The ground condition is, hey, you've got some major layoffs, some down cutting in industries of potential clients, right? So what do? You either fold up or you rethink, and that's what business is all about. It's about adapting to the ground conditions.
Thank you both for being with us today,
Absolutely.
John and Dan Long. It's always good to see you.
You bet.
When we return, a look ahead to the coming week on the news front and our 3 challenges for this show. That's next on Business at its Best.